Hello. So how the are you? I tried to do something. I'm trying to do something so that I don't cuss as much. So it's got a pause on it. I don't like it, but I'll find a better one. So how are you, Papa? Queenie, hi! Woohoo! Everybody's here almost. Yeah, that thing was creepy as hell, to be honest, Papa. What the hell was that? It was too symmetrical. It was, yeah. That's right, Chirok. I got myself some stuff, but I'm doing it through the Stream Deck. So, I've got a few, but I need to fix this one. Because when I hit it, there's a pause in the beginning. I don't like it. So I'll have to fix. I am glad y'all are here. I really appreciate your time, spending your time here. I appreciate it very much. And before we do anything, I haven't watched Brandon Hart's new video all this time because I wanted to watch it with y'all. And it's been driving me nuts. So we're going to watch it. And I'm going to react. And I'm going to see how good it is. Because I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. There's no doubt. So, get to my subscriptions. So, how's everybody's day going? Hopefully good. Pause. Yes! Paused it in time. Whew. So, yeah, Chill Rock, Queenie, Papa. I'm having an okay day. You're not going to believe what I tried to write the other day. I spent all day trying to write a Python program. And it works. But not correctly. It's taking so long because I just started learning it. But, I'll get to it eventually. So, I gotta be honest, I have waited long enough. I am going to cut this off of the live to have the actual reaction. But I want to check all of my stuff so that I make sure all of my buttons are working. I fixed them, but I thought I fixed them before too, so check it out. What do you think? Just me. What do you think? Let me know what you think. So, here is Brandon Hart featuring Tom McDonald, Space Trash.
Big one came and turned the clocks back. I bet we leave some pretty good space trash. Whole thing gone in a minute flat. No more Starbucks, no more big bags, no more strip malls, just a black hole. No more blue rock that we call home. No more governments, no more politics, no more fake news, no more arguing. Oh, we looked up, and my God, what have we done? We wasted the best thing we ever had on division and made up facts. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Be remembered on how we act. Space trash. What if the big one came and turned the clocks back?
Holy crap! I expected it to be good, obviously, but wow. That was sweet. Sorry, I'm rolling it back. As Nick the actor says, my channel, my rules. And I like that he says that. That's a good idea, so I'm going to do the same.
What if the big one came and turned the clocks back? I bet we leave some pretty good space trash. Whole thing gone in a minute flat. No more Starbucks, no more big bags, no more strip malls, just a black hole. No more blue rock that we call home. No more governments, no more politics, no more fake news, no more arguing. Oh, whoa, whoa, we looked up, and my God, what have we done? We wasted the best thing we ever had on division and made up facts. When it's gone, we don't get it.
I like that. Wasted the best thing that we had. Frickin'
On division and made up facts.
On division and made up facts.
Be remembered on how we act. Space trash. What if the big one came and turned the clocks back? I bet we'd do anything to stop that. Whole world strong, we try to fight back. We'd probably do a little more than a hashtag. How about we get the best from our planet and send a group to the moon to diffuse all the panic and the views of the truth until we don't understand it? How about we do a little more than we're actually planning? It's just a bunch of scrap metal that we kill each other for. And your newest iPhone won't matter anymore. And made up facts. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Be remembered on how we act. Space trash.
On division. Ugh. And made up facts.
Get it back. Be remembered on how we act. Space trash. Space trash. When it's gone, we don't get it back.
Only thing I know for sure is that tomorrow isn't promised. Yesterday's forgotten, tomorrow could be a coffin. It could start out with a coffin spread all over the continent, or be bombs that they drop and they tryna profit from politics. Stop and acknowledge it, talk before we run out of oxygen. We were all put here to love, but we've been doing the opposite. Tell our kids it's a comet, we know damn well it's a rocket, and we got nowhere to go. We can't escape on a rocket ship, and everybody's different, but we're all made of bones. We tear each other apart when we need each other the most. We'll find out what we have in common when the whole world explodes, and nobody's right or wrong, cause we'll all just be ghosts.
Oh,
damn.
Whoa, we looked up, and my God, what have we done? We wasted the best thing we ever had on division and made up facts. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Be remembered on how we act. Space trash. Space trash. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Space trash. Space trash. When it's gone, we don't get it back.
Nice. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Loved it. That was fantastic. What'd you guys think? Hey, comics! Freaking comics. Wait, when was I being fancy? When was I being fancy, Papa? I agree. Song is definitely a jam. Absolutely love. That is the first time that I watched it. I waited all this time so I could watch it with y'all. I was going to try and go live during the week, but I've got so much crap going on with these prep courses that are 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. And because we don't have class on Memorial Day, it's going to be 5 hours a day for 4 days. Yeah, I don't think the dogs are going to like that. They're going to possibly be eating a little later than usual. Nah, they won't. I won't do that to them. But we had I got to get back. Oh, you mean with yeah, I've been trying to figure it out, get that done, and I finally figured it out. So I figured it out. Believe it or not, I figured it out Friday last week. Go figure. A little too late, but works for now. You okay? Foo, what are you doing with your paw? Oh my God, she's like this. She's got her paw. Like, here's the rug, and she's got her paw like this. And she's sleeping. How is that comfortable, dude? It's so weird. So, I give that song a huge, giant frickin' thumbs up. That was outstanding. And wasted the best thing we ever had on division and made up facts. That good night, comics, you freaking weirdo. Glad you got to see me. And thank you for coming to see me. I appreciate it very much. But I have to admit, Tom's bars were fire, as always. But Brandon's voice hits in a good... Brandon's voice hits really... I can't... The words up here, it's not coming out of my mouth. Ugh, come on. I had a slight headache. I don't know from what. Possibly not drinking enough water. This is how much I've drunk so far today. Damn, I'm only a little past 1 p.m. I should be at 5 p.m. Which is down here. Nope, this one. I should be down there. Damn it. So, on another note, I had a mama bird that was some kind of finch with red on her chest, and like she was wearing a vest, kind of a bird vest. And she laid 4 eggs and 3 hatched. I don't know where the other egg went. Yes, Papa, thank you. He has a soothing voice. He has a very calming voice. Even his talking voice is calm. And even when he like goes down and like, he can even be soothing when he's bringing it up a notch. You know what I mean? And I don't think I've ever seen or heard anything like that. So it's about time he got the notice and the play and all of that he's gotten, because he's been awesome the whole time, obviously, but he didn't get a jump off, I guess. Maybe this was the song. This was the song that busted him out and brought him up where everybody can see him now. Because same thing happened with Tom. Same thing happened with NF. And, you know, I mean, it's really what happens with a lot of good singers, rappers, stuff like that. I'm not gonna... I don't know. All I know about rap is what I learned from when I was in a fellow New Englander's channel when he first started out. And than reading it and listening and the other reactions that I've watched. I've got Knox Hill that I watch and some other people. But let's talk about the Dodgers. I mean, seriously, what the hell? This is frickin'... They rescinded the fricking... They remember last week, they rescinded kicking them out? And this was the backlash that they got from
historic drag group that describes themselves as queer and trans nuns devoted to charity work.
Our group are feeling angry.
Fucking
Some
liars.
are feeling very sad. My feeling is disappointment.
Sister Unity is a founding member of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence LA
Whatever.
chapter.
It's not disappointment about the award. It's disappointment that an organization as strong and as important as the Dodgers actually relented and caved in so quickly after the objections were raised.
The move coming after Florida Senator Marco Rubio sent a letter.
Wait. That dumbass can't even outline his lips right. That is not... I mean... That's what it looks like when I try to do something like that, because my hands shake wicked bad. I had somebody ask me once that's here. Somebody asked me why I don't wear makeup and stuff like that. Well, I'm growing my hair out, finally, because collarbone's good and I can use this arm again. That's why I chopped it off. But my hands are not made for delicate stuff, especially around my eyes. So, what you see is what you get. You don't like it? Don't gotta watch. Just saying. I'm not here to... I don't know. Find a boyfriend. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to get my point of view out and to relay stuff that I find and know that I want to get it out there somehow. This is the only way I know how to do it. But that is frigging pathetic. That looks like a 4-year-old did it. The lips. He just looks absolutely freaking ridiculous. Ugh.
The objections were raised.
The move coming after Florida Senator Marco Rubio sent a letter to the MLB, blasting the group's inclusion in the Pride Night event, calling the sisters, quote, a lewd imitation of Roman Catholic nuns.
Which is what
and
they
saying
are.
The group intentionally mocks and degrades Christians.
Exactly.
That letter not sitting well with some locals.
It wasn't his business in Florida.
The
Oh,
conservative-leaning
shut up.
Catholic League also writing a letter to the MLB commissioner saying, quote, if a group of white boys in blackface were to be honored by an MLB team, there is little doubt that the event would be canceled. There is no difference between this and the hateful farce of awarding the sisters.
We don't mock Catholic nuns. We borrow from them. There's a little good-natured, joyful ribbing.
Bullshit.
But we honor their work and we assume it as well for our
Bull-
community.
The
Shit.
Dodgers announcing Wednesday they were uninviting the group to the June 16th event, quote, given the strong feelings of people who have been offended by the sisters' inclusion in the evening. Senator Rubio responded to the Dodgers' move in a tweet saying, quote, for once, common sense prevailed in California. His office declined our request for an interview. This is members of the LGBTQ community rallies around the sisters, sharing disappointment with the uninvitation. LA Pride and the LA LGBT Center both announcing they're pulling out of Dodgers Pride Night altogether this year.
Certainly there's a financial hit that this has caused for the center by not participating, but it was really important for us to make sure that we were in alliance with the sisters, and participating just would have felt like a betrayal to our community.
I just think it's really sad because we're going backwards and not forward.
Congressman Jimmy Gomez, who represents the district where the Dodgers play, firing back, tweeting, after 10 years of the Dodgers supporting the LGBTQ plus community, it's deeply offensive that they would turn their back on them now. The sisters say they're working to find a way forward as they grapple with the team's decision.
I feel it's a learning opportunity, and I would like to see if the Dodgers, in fact, have a waking up moment to realize that they balance all the communities in Los Angeles.
How about you wake the hell up, take off the stupid white face, the woman face, the mocking, the bullshit that you are fucking peddling with this. No. No, just no.
Marissa Parra joins us now live from Los Angeles. And Marissa, what more can you tell us about the reaction to the Dodgers' decision tonight, and how do we expect this Pride Night to play out?
Yeah, well, we want to point out that we did reach out to both the MLB and the Dodgers. Both of them chose to not comment for this report. But we have seen some calling for a boycott of the Dodgers Pride Night event altogether, including Long Beach Congressman Robert Garcia. So listen, there are still weeks to go, and both the team and the league may have a whole lot more to answer for between now and June 16th. Gabe?
Marissa Parra, thank you.
Are you freaking serious right now? I mean, come on. Really? I just... This is just... Alright, well, so here is what just happened.
Micah shared the Dodgers are once again asking the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence to come onto the field and accept the Community Service Award. After they were disinvited last week, the Sisters told me tonight they are happy to accept, and they feel as though the response from the Dodgers is a sincere one. The Dodgers reversing course after backlash from fans, elected officials, and
look at these fucking monkeys. Look at these fucking idiots. What in the... Why is closed captioning on? There, now I can see the fat one. What the hell is this shit? I mean, what the hell is this crap? This is bullshit. I mean, what in the hell? Fruitcakes. I'm not going to say the other 5-letter F word because I'll probably get slammed somehow, but no, just no. Just no.
Members of the LGBTQ plus community, the team has officially reinvited the Sisters of...
Look at this one. What the hell is this? What is this supposed to be? Yeesh. Ugh.
Perpetual Indulgence to its June 6th Pride Night.
I think that we made a moment in LGBT history here in Los Angeles today.
Sister Beyoncé Knows was at the meeting with Dodger execs. The sisters expressed to the team that a simple apology and re-invitation would not be enough. They expect the team to continue its support year-round.
Anytime that we've made any strides in our community, it's been because we have actively banded together and fought back against something. And that's what we did today, and the results are fantastically in our favor.
The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence is a national nonprofit organization and is no...
Nonprofit my ass. This is a mockery. It is bullshit. And what does this say over here? Black girls what? Yeah, right. Whatever. And what the hell is this one doing over here with his friggin' hand? You're...
known for its activist work and drag depictions of Catholic nuns. Catholic organizations, including the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, said they felt as though the group could be perceived as mocking the Catholic faith and Catholic nuns.
No, they can't. You can't say that you feel it could be perceived. It's exactly what they're fucking doing. And this is freaking disgusting.
As a result, the sisters were disinvited from the Dodgers Pride Night. The Dodgers have since released this statement. The Dodgers would like to offer our sincerest apologies to the sisters, members of the LGBTQ plus community, their friends and families. Several Dodger fans with whom we spoke are pleased by the team's change of heart.
I think that's great. I'm a fan of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. I have never seen them in person, but I've heard of their reputation.
Especially what's going on in Florida as well. That's even more controversy. So if we could do our part to be better allies here, then I think that will show other states that we should be allies for everybody as well.
Sister Unity says the best way to learn about their organization is to ask.
The hell?
As well.
Sister Unity says the best way to learn.
allies here, then I think that will show other states that we should be allies for everybody as well.
Quiet.
Sister Unity says the best way to learn about...
Look at this. What in the mother... I'll admit, it's cool artwork. But, this right here. But this... And this? Mockery. Mockery.
Their organization is to ask.
I mean, look at this! Oy.
Let's have a conversation and you can find out what we do, and then you are feel free to make your assessment and to make your pronouncements.
The Los...
What in the... What's going on right here, huh? Oh yeah, drag isn't anything provocative. It's safe for kids. Fuck you.
Assessment and to make your pronouncements.
The Los Angeles LGBT Center also released a statement saying it is happy with the decision to include the sisters, and it will once again be participating in Pride Night. The Anaheim mayor also invited the sisters to the Angels June 7th Pride Night. They tell me they will likely be accepting this invitation as well. We're live outside Dodger Stadium. I'm Rachel Menitoff. Chair Micah, back to you in the studio.
All right, Rachel, thank you.
I mean, come on. So, yeah. Double shot. I just can't. Oh, yeah, I know, Annie Band. It is. You said the same thing last week, Annie Band. Now I'm a monster if I'm not happy with people forcing me to watch what they do in the bedroom. Yes, keep your kink behind the frigging door shut. Nobody else gives a shit about what the hell you do, what you think, unless it's illegal and it's harming someone else. Like what you fuckers are doing right now. I mean... I saw somewhere, Annie Band, that if a group of young men went around in blackface and were gifted an award from a major league team, there would be hell to pay. The hypocrisy is stunning. Just freaking... Nope. And you're right. Needs to be said again and again, but it doesn't mean anybody's going to listen to us. So, here is a reaction.
So it looks like the LA Dodgers have found them.
Sorry. Lauren Chen, I kind of like her. I've been watching her a little more.
So it looks like the LA Dodgers have found themselves at the center of a nationwide political and social controversy. But before you start feeling bad for them, just remember that they brought all of this on themselves. Now, in case you are not familiar with this ongoing story, allow me to introduce you to the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. You see, they are a drag group that has made a name for themselves, parodying and really mocking the Catholic religion. Apparently, they are, quote, known for their campy, gender-fluid religious costumes and demonstrations, and the sisters have scandalized Catholics almost from the moment of their inception in 1979. Now, I have the displeasure of bringing up the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence because apparently they were supposed to be honored by the LA Dodgers on some Pride Night that was supposed to be going on. And now, why a baseball team is having a Pride Night at all? I mean, that's a good question. One I'm not sure of the answer to, considering that gender and sexual identity doesn't really seem to have a lot to do with baseball. But
you think? It's because they're shoving it everywhere they can.
But apparently this isn't really that new of a thing because it's been going on for 10 years. But anyway, once people found out that these Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence would not only be invited by the Dodgers to this event, but would actually be honored by them, it raised some eyebrows, and I think rightfully so. In fact, so much so that Senator Marco Rubio sent this letter to the MLB commissioner. As Rubio explained, this...
I have to admit, this is funny that this is from yesterday when I did this last week. So I'm doing something right. I'm just not getting out far enough.
Sisters are men who dress in lewd imitation of Roman Catholic nuns.
He's exactly right.
group's motto, "Go and sin some more," is a perversion of Jesus' command to go and sin no more. The group's Easter ceremony features children's programming followed by a drag show where adult performers dress in blasphemous imitation of Jesus and Mary. The group hosts pub crawls mocking the Stations of the Cross and even the Eucharist, the sacrament that unites more than 1 billion Catholics around the world. This letter further asks, do you believe that the Los Angeles Dodgers are being inclusive and welcoming to everyone by giving an award to a group of gay and transgender drag performers that intentionally mocks and degrades Christians, and not only Christians, but nuns who devote their lives to serving others? Well said, Marco Rubio. And I mean, still at the core of this whole conversation, I believe we need to be asking why the LA Dodgers, a baseball team, is even dipping their toes into something like Pride. I think it just goes to show how everything has become politicized under the left. But anyway, after that letter from Marco Rubio, as well as just general outrage from Roman Catholics and people with common decency, the Dodgers eventually did disinvite or pull back from the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. But before you count this as a win, it seems like the Dodgers, they have bent the knee once more to the LGBT crowd after, I guess, louder and more aggressive pressuring from the left. Because if there's one thing the left does do better than the right, it's, I suppose, bullying corporations to submit to their whims. And we have more to talk about here, but first I want to put something on your radar. It's really cool, a special from here, Blaze TV, The Reckoning. You see, last night, Glenn Beck laid out the Biden crime family's staggering level of corruption.
So I'm not going to continue with that. I mean, what the hell? I mean, freaking seriously. Sorry. Freaking allergies. Ugh. I put a thing into my PCM to hopefully get anti-ban. It's just... Papa, what's for dinner? I had a bowl of soup and some rice. Sorry. Jeez, already? I got a cough again. I might have to go because this is... Oh. Thank you, Anti-Ban. My eyes are freaking... Oh. Anyway. You're right. It pisses me off really bad. Of course, you guys knew that. Queenie, you're absolutely right. And that's what the Catholics did. And a lot of other people did. And then they got drowned out by the lefty loonies, and they just went right back to what it was in the first place. So yeah. Coughing, hold on. I'm getting sick of this. I didn't hear back from my PCM either. Jeez, you can even hear it. What in the hell? Lack of oxygen. That's what that is. That's got to be what that is. It's, ugh. Got the headache and got the light right in my face. Okay, it's not right in my eyeballs, but Look at the difference if I turn it off, though. What the hell? So, there's just too much BS going on. I have one more. This is black and white sports.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
You want to go ahead and talk about the Dodgers roads?
Yeah, let's do it.
You had that article pulled up because the Dodgers, I believe, are
actually I don't. I thought
okay.
You had it. I got Matariza. Okay,
I got it right here. The Dodgers have been called the Bud Light of sports now because what they did was, guys, they invited this LGBT group that mocks Catholics and Christians, and then they got backlash, and they said, all right, you're disinvited. And then the Alphabet Mafia went after them, and then they re-invited them again. And now, I believe it's what a Catholic league, a Catholic organization came out and blasted the Dodgers now.
Everything that
Look
Rubio
here, the Dodgers
said is
have
true
become
too.
the Bud Light of baseball. Catholic votes blast Dodgers for caving to anti-Catholic drag queens. Yeah.
Wow.
The Los Angeles Dodgers have indeed proven themselves to be the Bud Light of baseball.
Yep.
After backing down to the woke and re-inviting the radical anti-Christian gay and transgender group, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, to their Pride Night on June 16th. Now that the Dodgers have reversed its decision to disinvite the hate group from its gay Pride Night after acquiescing to Christians who were outraged that the group was set to get a community award at the game. I mean, that just baffles me, man. They were actually going to give this group an award. Christians are again mounting efforts to denounce the team for re-inviting the LGBT group to the game. Catholic Vote is vowing to resume its campaign to pressure the Dodgers to distance itself from the hate group after the
You know what? I got something to say. You know what? Let the Dodgers choke, because they suck anyway. They suck anyway. Who gives a shit? Nobody probably... I'm going to be... Oh, Papa, that looks awesome. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, peas, fresh tomato slices, and you can skip the jalapeno for me. But the Dodgers, when baseball was good, the Dodgers were good. Now, baseball, football, everything. All of the sports that I liked, that I loved, there's so much going in the friggin' shitter now. It's just not even frickin' funny. It's not. I mean, you can find humor in it, but it's going to end up being dark humor because it's like, how is this even happening? I sorry, you guys. Queenie, you're absolutely right. Annie Ben. Yeah, sports, but no. Because I just... Ever since the rules change in the NFL and then hockey has... They're doing pride nights too. I used to love hockey too. The Bruins. I'm from New England. It's all New England. And even though the Patriots and baseball, football, and hockey, and geez, it all sucks now because there are so many rule changes. The one rule change that I agree with is the thing going on from the concussions, the concussion protocols that they enacted. That's the only thing I agree with. Everything else, it's freaking nitpicking. Oh, Queenie, send me some. I don't know, Annie Band. I don't know. I actually stopped watching football last season. I stopped watching. I loved football. I loved baseball. I just don't care now because everything is politicized. Everything. And it's just, no. Ay, the freaking headache. Ugh, it's right here. Oh, I'm gonna see. Not doing enough. I'm not drinking enough water. That's probably what the headache's for. Or from. Damn it! Yes, exactly, Annie Ben. But I went from watching all football when that happened to watching only Patriots. And that was it. And then all the other stupid shit started. And then I just stopped watching altogether. And no, it wasn't because Tom Brady wasn't on the team anymore. Because Mac was doing a good job. Ish. I never really watched the Patriots for Tom Brady, just so you know. It's always been Julian Edelman for me. So, anyway. That would be so cool, Queenie. Wow, Papa, really? Yeah. Oh, Queenie, I figured that's what you meant. You know me. Typo and wrong word ease is, my second language. Oh, Annie Band, you're funny. And I just noticed that the chat thing that I did isn't there. Not seen it. All right. Let's see if I can put it back up. So that brings the chat on the side back for me. But oh well. I don't know. This world is going down the tubes, and here's something that's been really bugging me. Actually, hold on, my nose is itching. Okay, so I even used to watch wrestling. I loved wrestling. I mean, anyway, I haven't watched UFC fights yet. I think I might have watched one or two in the past, but that's just because that was what was on at the person's house that I went to. You guys, I wish I could show this to you. Duke is laying straight in front of the door so that nobody can come in or out. Duke! Hey, little man! Oh well. Anyway, the UFC is what I was talking about. Dana White is cool. I like him. And I know he's the head guy, right? Annie Man, that's hilarious. Oh man. I used to be a real big NASCAR fan too. And then all of the rule changes with that went out the door too. Yeah, Edelman was a beast. He still is, but just not on the field. I was so bummed when he said he was retiring. I didn't cry, but I wanted to. I have no... Well, no. The McCourty twins are still there. So maybe I'll start watching again. Maybe. Don't quote me. Might start watching again. This headache is kicking my butt. You guys, do you remember, I think this was a couple months ago, then any band. So what, you like road courses? Is that what you're saying? Instead of just turning left, and you want them to go left and right? Road course? Never mind. A few months ago, remember the video I did, the live that I did rather, where I was watching, or we were watching all of the destruction that's still there in Florida. It was a realtor that had made that video. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad somebody remembers other than me. Well, what I kept saying on that, because Mel was saying that she hoped that DeSantis would run for president, and I was adamant I didn't think he was going to, because, and I quote, "I'm not done with Florida yet." I should have brought that video up just to show you, because I've been blasting DeSantis, to be honest. I've been blasting him because he is now in the same realm of people like Dan Crenshaw. I used to like him until he turned into a frickin' the red flag laws are what pissed me off with him. And then the other stuff that happened. I'm not sure if I did a video on it yet, but I might next week, just so that you guys can get an idea as to why I dislike him so much. I can't with oath breakers. That's the long and the short of it, is oath breakers. That is basically what it is. For me, that's what I see. I'm not done with Florida yet. And he's not. And he's going back on his word. And I can't find it. It was a video that I watched. Well, it wasn't a video. I watched it. It was some kind of I'm glad you remember too. He's an oath breaker because when he took the oath of office for Florida, for the governorship, that's a 4-year term. That's a 4-year thing. The presidential election is going to come before the end of his 4 years. So that means he's going to, if he gets like the nomination or whatever, which I doubt's going to happen. I really doubt it. But remember what happened with Trump. People doubted, and look what happened. Believe it or not, I was not a Trump fan at first. The hell was that? I wasn't. But right at the beginning. This is right at the beginning when I didn't know much about him. I just had what I remembered of him from, believe it or not, the freaking WWF thing that he did. Yeah, he did. He changed the rules so that he could run for president, but he only did it for, and I'm not saying that this is okay, and I agree, Papa. Trump will eat anybody alive in a debate. He comes with receipts. Did you guys see the CNN thing? He took the freaking paper out of his pocket and said, "Here, I got it right here." And he's freaking, he just freaking owned that woman in the face. The long and the short of it is DeSantis gave his word, and when he said that oath of office, when he became the governor of Florida, the change that he made, because that was another reason why I was saying, no, he's not going to do that, because he can't do it anyway in Florida. You can't run for any other office while you're in office in Florida. And then that changed, and that was the first thing I was like, okay. That was the little chink in the wall. That was like, okay, he's actually going to do it. And sure as shit, he did. He gave his word to Florida in quite a few ways. One was when Ian hit, how he said how all of the stuff that he'd have ready for him for when it hit, and he did, and he followed through, and that was awesome. But that area of Florida is still destroyed. That beach is gone. That island, forget it. The road that goes from, Cape Coral or Fort Myers to, I forget what Sanibel Island, I think it is. I still think the road's out. I think there's still just a temporary thing that the Army Corps of Engineers did. They use the stuff like what they use, for the Army when they're going to be putting stuff down for tanks to roll over or whatever. They use that heavy equipment type stuff. And he went back on his word. I don't like oath breakers. He broke his oath for the governorship when he said that oath. And that, it bothers me so much because it's a veteran. He's a veteran. And I want to think that veterans, and you guys go ahead and chime in and let me know if I'm wrong, but we should be holding ourselves to a higher standard because we were that higher standard when we were in the military. There's no reason when we're not in the military anymore to not still hold that high standard. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Be that person that does something because it's the right thing to do when there's nobody around, for example. I just can't wrap my head around why. The only thing I can hope for that might make this okay is DeSantis is doing this. Trump's going to pick him as his vice president. Thank you, Queenie. I had a feeling you would. I have a feeling all of y'all would, to be honest. There's just, that's the only acceptable outcome that I will be okay with, is if Trump taps him to be his vice president. Because I remember way back when I was talking to Mel that I said, when I was still saying it was still a ways back, he wasn't going, that I said, no, he's not going to run. He said he wasn't done with Florida. And she was there when I played that video, and she was the one telling me, she was typing stuff in chat about, you know, what it looks like when she goes out and stuff that's still, I mean, there's places they used to go to eat and go, and, you know, go out for whatever reason that are gone. I mean, literally like gone, wiped off the face of the earth. Well, Annie Band, I see that. And I've seen people say that too, but the only acceptable outcome, all I'm saying is the only acceptable outcome I will take from this, which is going to split votes off from Trump, and there's going to be so many other Republicans in there that it's going to dilute the votes, and we might not win the presidency back, which means that we're going to end up still living in loony land, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. That's the only acceptable outcome I'll take, is if Trump taps DeSantis for his vice president. Because that's actually something I said to Mel. I said, if he was going to run, I would want him to do vice president to Trump, because Trump will get everything back to status quo, and then we got 8 years of DeSantis after that. It's freaking a no-brainer. That's exactly what I said to her. And it's the only outcome I'll accept, because, and I mean, he'll still be an oath breaker, because he still broke his oath, his oath of office that he took when he said that on the Bible when he got elected the governor. Both times. I don't know. I haven't been able to stay on track as well because of the headache. And so I apologize. I haven't seen if there's been any of those blank spots where I'm just kind of like, durr. But hands are shaking. I don't know. Papa, I agree. Right, exactly. It only benefits the Looney Tunes. Yep. Everything needs to be put aside. Not just egos, everything. No, I knew what you meant, Papa. Don't worry about it. I knew what you meant. We're same wavelength, remember? I'm just upset about it. And my headache is making it worse. And that's what I don't want, Queenie, is I don't want that dilution to happen. I mean, Vivek, when I did that a couple weeks ago, that was 2 weeks ago, I think, right? When I did Ramaswamy, when I did that video on him, or when we did the live on him, he's good. I like him. And I definitely like Tim Scott. I've always liked him. But this is diluting and diluting and diluting. That is a left hook. That came out of left field too. I wouldn't say it's an unpopular opinion, because I don't know much about Kennedy. But I'm hoping that the things that he's saying I'm hoping that some of the stuff that I've read and heard watching, YouTube and Rumble and stuff about what Kennedy has said, I'm hoping that he's sincere and not just doing this to get himself in there. Oh, see, I haven't really even been listening to him any band, just here and there when the streams cross and he happens to go this way when I'm going that way, video wise, when I'm watching stuff. I'll have to go look it up. Any band, I don't know what Kennedy's saying in reference to the Second Amendment, but I just know that all of these people that have decided to throw their hats in for the presidency, the Republican nomination, rather. Hey, how you doing? That thump was Penny just... You good? Did you hear? She went... You okay? You okay? Here. What you doing? Little Tump. Little Tumpy tail. She's such a goober. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that dilution. That's something that... I mean, this is what happened before. And a band. Good point. Which they do. They do. Well, they don't have the house, but they have the upper chamber. I just, this, all of this shit makes my head hurt, which sucks because it already hurt in the first place. Yo, I don't know what we're gonna do, but something's gotta be done because this insanity freaking runaway train that we're on, somebody needs to slam the friggin' brakes ASAP because this is getting freaking beyond ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. It's just too much. And exactly, any band, I agree 100%. No party should have control of all three branches. That's crucial to balance the system. And it was created that way for a reason, but somehow they still did it. There's a few things that DeSantis said that I think Trump would be good to take in, is all of these frickin' EPA, DEA, and all of these stupid government agencies that are basically ruling from, and they're unelected bureaucrats that are ruling through their purse strings kind of thing. Anyban, yes. That's how I look at it. And that's, I think, why shit has gotten crazy. Because I don't, Papa. Hold on, let me. I keep it running on the side just to make sure I don't. Nope. I don't see a heart hovering over the chat. Don't look at it. Put a finger over it or something. Where'd Duke go? He moved. I just don't know. Not having options and not having, all right, so in life, I try to make sure that I have options other than what the blinders. Sometimes I get those blinders on and I'm like not listening or hearing anything else. I had to check, make sure I didn't turn my mic off. Tape works. Okay, what'd I miss, Annie Band? Oh, tape works. Put tape over it. He's telling you put tape over the heart. I don't know what you're seeing, but it's funny. I would, if I were you, I'd just close chat and then come back into it. That's what I would do. With that, it's past 7 and my headache's gotten considerably worse. And I didn't want it to be a short. I didn't want to cut it off early because I'm trying to and have been consistent. And that's the main thing I'm trying to do is remain consistent. And the consistency and I, when it comes to the gym, see how well that went. It's the headache is making my head screwier than usual. I have everything that I wanted to say here that it's just like like the road's washed out and it's not getting from here to here. But really? Okay, brother, that is weird. That is weird. That sounds like it might be some kind of a weird-ass frickin' setting you got set somewhere that you didn't realize you put a check in the box or something, because that's weird. So I'm trying to keep my hair out of my face, and it's not working. Because I'm keeping... Damn it. See, I take this part and put it under here, you know, to make a thing like that. Or I go from this side and do like that to hold it back. Well, of course, that looks stupid, but that's the general idea of what I'm trying to do. I just wish it would grow out faster. I really do. I love you guys. Thank you for being here, spending some time with me tonight. I really appreciate it because your time is precious. All time is precious. And that you spent some of your time here with me tonight for an hour, I really appreciate it. And it does not go unnoticed. And I think I'm going to watch the Brandon Hart video again. I'm gonna watch it as just a reaction video because he that deserves more than what I gave it. Because I had all of this other stuff that I was gonna talk about was still bouncing around in my head. And because I still don't have a lot of numbers, I'm gonna hopefully do the drawing for the 2 movies next week. I love you too, Papa. And I love all of you. Thank you, ground crew, for being awesome. And for going along with this crazy ride. Going on this crazy ride with me. See? Freaking... It sounds good here, but then the words come out with the wrong words. Anyway, thank you. Everybody, Papa, take it easy. All of y'all, take it easy. Have a great night. And thank God it's the weekend. Tomorrow. Phew. I gotta do something about this headache. You guys rule. I love you. And I will see you on the next one.